recording over too because we're live. We're live. Hi. How's it going? Michael's cam's at a really weird angle. It looks like a shot from like a bad 90s movie or something like that.
Just Canton angles.
Hey, look what I got, Max.
I'm so jealous.
In 4K.
I'm so jealous. I bet it's beautiful.
City of Stars.
Hold on. PS4 Pro does not play 4K Blu-rays, right?
Xbox One S does.
Xbox One S does. Yeah.
Right. Wait, you have a 1S?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I thought you traded in. So wait, did you trade in your Xbox and your PS4 and your Vita, and you got a Pro and a 1S?
Yes.
You just bought the 1S. The 1S is brand new.
Okay.
They're both new, yes.
Yes. Okay. So you didn't have to bring that giant white behemoth.
Yeah.
You retired it.
Nice.
You took it out back and you shot it.
Yeah, well, no.
Get out! All right, get out of here, Sebastian. We got to record a real show.
Jazz is dead, dude.
No, Ryan
Ryan
Gosling saved it.
Just like how he's saving Papyrus.
Hello and welcome to episode number 31 of the Model Citizen Show. I am Logan Moore. We're all back, including Max. Hi, Max. Max is here.
Hi, I'm alive without a webcam.
No, you don't have a webcam, but you're back. Your voice sounds clearer than normal because you got that good.
Because I'm paying for that internet, yo.
So how much is that? This show's about to get into a really boring area, which we'll probably talk about later when we start talking about rent and utilities and internet bills and all kinds of other stuff that we're all going to be paying shortly.
Welcome up to Grown Up the podcast.
Yeah, welcome to boring grown up stuff, the podcast.
Let me just pull up my budget.
Yeah, I need to actually hash mine out tonight as well. This is not fun. Mario. I was gonna say Mario Ruiz, Mario Rivera, and Michael Ruiz are here. We have taken
City of Stars.
Shut up.
You'll be shining just for me. I said the wrong line, but Hello Kitty's here to help me out.
Hello, Kitty.
I don't like when he randomly starts dancing with that dude's wife on the dock at that movie.
I love it. It's so sweet.
It. I take it all the time. I love that the husband's totally unapproving too.
Yeah. Damien
Get off the
Chazelle.
woman.
What's up? So we're back. We took a sabbatical, kind of like Max did with this podcast, at least.
You did?
Yeah, we did not record last week or the week before.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Awesome. I leave and it falls apart. Great.
We were things have been busy, which we will get to. As I hinted at with apartment stuff that's happening, I think in both my life and Michael's life at least. But we're back and things are happening. Max, how was your sex fiesta trip that you took?
Sex coitus.
Sex Fiesta 2017.
That is.
Max, bring it. I want to hear it.
That is most certainly one way to describe it, I suppose. The traditional term is honeymoon. It was cool. Did a Disney cruise, went to Cozumel, went to Grand Cayman, went to Jamaica, went to Disney's private island.
What nasty shit did you do on the Disney cruise?
Watched a 7-minute preview of Thor Ragnarok.
Really cool.
Nice.
Straight. Actually, all it was like 2.5-minute preview. And
Wait, seriously, you paid like a bunch of money and then
the trailer,
like, hey, here's an advertisement.
dude, there's advertisements all over that boat.
That boat is an advertisement.
That boat, exactly. That boat is an ad. It's the coolest ad I've ever traveled on.
Yeah.
Some highlights, if I may.
All right, you may.
We were walking by one of the gift shops because, of course, there's a gift shop on a Disney cruise. And this old guy is standing at the register. And as we walk by, he calls out to us. And he signals us to come into the store. And he's talking to the cashier. And that night in particular was the Halloween night. And Abby had dressed up like a mermaid and had some makeup on her face. And he asked if I beat her.
What?
Okay. All right. This is great.
And then, like, in kind of a joking way, but I didn't really know yet. Apparently he was. So have any of you been on a cruise?
No.
Okay.
No.
So every every night you go to these
Physical
dinners.
abuse common on cruise.
No, it's not. But every night you go to dinner and
I
you
mean, I've
sit at
seen
the same you sit at the same table with the same waiters, but the restaurant might change. So you sit around
Weird.
and with the same people every night.
Wait a second. The restaurant changes?
How does it change?
There's
Where do they
three-
go?
At least on this particular boat, there are 3 different restaurants. So there's 2 dinners. There's an early dinner or like a regular dinner, which is like 6 o'clock, and then a second seating, which is at 8 o'clock.
Dinner, supper, I get it.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
The people
They don't own
on
the Hobbit though. They can't.
I know. The guests. Well, they also, I mean, you can eat whenever you want. So I guess you could make it, breakfast, second breakfast, tea, lunch, supper, dinner, brunch, all that stuff.
I forgot that was a Middle Earth thing. You guys are nerds.
Yeah. So everyone on the boat is put either into the first dining or the second dining. And then every night you change which restaurant you go to, because there were about 4,000 guests on the boat plus 1,500 crew members.
That's not that much.
So basically that's how they rotate you around. So you have dinner every night or whatever. This older gentleman was our table neighbor, I guess. So he recognized us. I guess Abby recognized him. I didn't know who it was. He proceeds to have a conversation with us and stuff. And we were actually trying to get going to a show that was on the boat. And then he proceeds to invite us to dinner after asking if I beat Abby. At one of the fancier restaurants on the boat. There were 2, which you pay extra for to get into the following night. And so we actually ended up having dinner with him and his grandson and then his grandson's fiance.
I have 2 questions.
Yeah.
First question is, why did he think you beat your wife?
Because
That's called consummating the marriage. You beat your wife after you get
the makeup on her face. She was a mermaid, so she had these green dots around one eye and these black dots around the other. And
Okay, got it. Second question was he
Why a mermaid?
Because her favorite Disney movie is The Little Mermaid, so she had.
Okay, well now Abby's on the poo-poo list because
she's on the list.
It's just called the poo-poo list. It's just not the list anymore.
She's on a different list called the poo-poo list because anybody who likes The Little Mermaid isn't actually a person.
They're a mermaid.
That movie's terrible.
No, they're a mermaid.
You did not marry a person, Max. Congrats.
Yeah. All right, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then we went and had dinner with him and saw him a couple times on the boat, and it was he threatened to hit me with his cane a couple of times. He really kind of just picked on me the rest of the cruise.
Okay.
Well, Max,
he bought us some gifts.
Max, it's pretty easy. Your mom even said so. So
yeah, your mom did tell us that.
I'm an easy
I went up to her and I said, "Hey, if you listen to the podcast, I'm sorry for making fun of your son all the time," or something like that.
I may have that.
She said, "It's okay. It's pretty easy to do that."
I have it on. Hold on.
Thanks, Mom.
No, okay, I want that. I'll find it later. But yes, I have that actually on record.
You still need to edit that and put that.
I know, but I need a computer.
Oh yeah, it's exploded. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I need to get about $14,000 to get a computer.
$14,000.
I'm gonna build actual computer.
He's gonna build.
What are you building a computer to launch a rocket?
Sorry, did I say that wrong? I'm sorry. Okay.
1,400.
My bad. $14,000.
It's like, damn, dude, you're
fucking. I added too many zeros. I'm sorry.
I have 20 servers and
all the sticks of RAM. They cost so much.
I need at least 14 64 gigabyte RAM sticks. And I need all the flops that I can have.
My computer is just made out of fucking old Nintendo parts, so that's why it costs so much.
Yeah, your computer is made up of old copies of stadium events just put together.
Have you ever watched Chappie? It's just a bunch of PS4s stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
I never saw Chappie.
Max, you the thing that stood out to me about your honeymoon was you got real frisky with one stingray on that trip.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was what we did in Grand Cayman. We did a stingray tour, so they let you pet them. Apparently, if you kiss a stingray, it's 7 years of good luck.
No,
Did you kiss a
not for
stingray?
Steve Irwin. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
No.
so everyone got to kiss a stingray.
No.
They put it on your back. They're actually very soft. I don't know. They don't actually sting. They have a barb on their tail.
Did he also come with a bat?
No, there was no bat. But yeah, so the stingray thing was cool, and then we went snorkeling. In Mexico, I got to drive a Jeep around. That wasn't sketchy at all.
Oh, so it was like Uncharted 4.
Yeah, Uncharted 4, except my GPS was
Hold on, Abby. I gotta hook my wire
Mexican person in
real
the
quick, and
in the
we'll
back
go up
seat
mudslide.
and driving us to all the tourist spots. So
I need to replay that game.
you do in your 4K HDR television.
Yeah. It looks fun, dude. Another quick aside from your wedding. I'm sure these will keep popping up throughout the night, as like the one did with the conversation we had with your mom. Of course, while we were at the wedding, people kept coming up to us and being like, "Oh, you're his podcast friends" and stuff like that.
Yeah?
And we all agreed, but we knew that was going to happen as well.
Yeah.
And we all agreed that if they asked what the name of the podcast was,
No,
or what it would be, we would tell them Beneath the Pixel.
Luckily for you, none of them asked what the podcast name was.
I actually know who I want the guest to be this month, and I'm going to reach out to him.
Is it somebody you know?
Yeah.
Like from that wedding?
No.
Oh,
No one video game for Behind the Pixel now.
I was thinking this show for some reason. I was like, what?
No. Behind the Pixel.
Is it that girl we kept on saying Logan should have tried to dance with?
What? Logan, you were macking on a girl at the wedding?
No, it was not.
I wanted Logan to mac on a girl at your wedding, and it didn't happen.
What did she look like?
She was at our table. Does that matter?
She was blonde. She's a blonde hair girl.
Do you remember our table?
She seemed like she was friends with one of your. Okay, so I think one of your best men, or whatever, the groomsmen, whatever.
Groomsmen.
Okay, I'm really tired.
Those
so there's the
boys.
Oh yeah,
and then there's a guy, and then there's a guy in your groomsmen party thing. I forgot his name. I kind of forgot what he looks like, but he has a girlfriend.
She was sitting.
Josh, and then she was sitting at the same table as us with this blonde
was
girl.
She wearing?
Her brother was there, and her brother may have had
caught the garter
boyfriend. No, I don't know.
Yes,
I don't remember.
Her brother.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's my good friend Bethany.
Oh, wait.
Go for it, dude.
Logan, she's single.
She goes to some college in Arkansas.
She does. She graduates this December, and then she's coming back to Florida to go to UCF for grad school.
I mean, I've seen the movie Road Trip. We can make this happen, Logan, if you really want to do a road trip again.
Sure. We'll round 2.
Dude. I am not driving. I will meet you guys there. I will fly.
I will tell you about
Mario.
This whole road trip thing for weddings and stuff. I'm excited for your wedding, Michael, because all I'm going to do is just fly to Indiana and then hop in the car with Logan.
Yeah. That's an easy drive up to Chicago.
That is an easy. How long is that?
It's like 3 hours.
Exactly. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
2-hour flight and a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, that'll be nice. It took me 5 hours to get to San Francisco Monday. That is not how long that trip usually takes.
Yeah, why was it 5 hours?
I don't know. I don't know if
fly.
they were I don't know if they were trying to conserve fuel and not go super fast. Is that a thing? Because sometimes
it totally takes 5 hours to get to San Francisco.
It's 4.
It took me today it took me like 3.5 or 4.
Going back home is quicker, and I thought it usually takes like 4 hours.
It took me 3.5 to 4 to get home today, and it took me
science.
It always takes
to get there.
I think the route they have to take to go into San Francisco is longer than the route that they have to take to go because of air traffic and however that works.
Sure, that doesn't make sense, but whatever.
No,
I think there are certain paths that they have to take.
That's probably right.
In order to
wouldn't it take longer to fly back since the Earth is rotating away? Like if you're leaving San Francisco, you're going in the
don't-
way of the Earth
I
rotating?
don't think
I don't know
the
if you knew
Earth
this,
is
but the Earth is
rotating
actually-
that
The Earth's
fast.
actually flat. I don't know if you knew this. but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna assume, Logan, that there's like a Die Hard 2 situation where they had to just keep you in the air for longer.
Oh,
All right, wait. Now let's get back to this macking on the girl at the table.
Yeah.
So how did that play out, Michael? What was that?
Oh,
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing played out. Nothing happened until after we left, and they're like, "Logan, that girl is cute. You should have said something to her." I was like, "Huh? What?"
Yeah.
You should have.
Yeah,
Look at that.
something that I said in the podcast, but you didn't listen to it, was I know that sounded really mean.
That
I didn't
did.
mean it
That
to sound
sounded like you were hurt.
I'm sorry, but no, I'm not hurt at all. Was since Amber wasn't there, I felt like I could not dance. So I was like, I don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna eat food and drink more lemonade. And then once you brought the coffee out, then I had like 5 cups of coffee.
Really?
Michael drank like 7 cups of coffee on the way down to Orlando. In one day.
Dude.
That's all he did.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know how his bladder worked it. That's some gnarly shit.
Yeah, because I
understand
don't
how his
think I
butthole
peed
worked it.
twice. I didn't even poop. So
It's not healthy, man.
I don't think this is an honest truth, guys. I don't think I pooped once I left my house into your car all the way to
What?
Florida and then all the way back.
Your body
Not
wasn't in
once.
its natural setting, so it didn't want to release
I
anything.
pooped like 5 times. In fact, I pooped at a really sketchy gas station like 2 hours from my house.
Now,
I
see-
remember that.
Yeah, you don't. I try to avoid that situation.
When you
Yeah.
gotta go, you gotta go. Like, it's worse for me to bottle up my poop and keep it in my gut.
the poop is different than the peas. The pea you can hold.
Do you remember at the beginning of this episode where we said this was welcome to the adult podcast? And now
I
we're
think this is pretty adult.
It's pretty
No,
adult,
no, just-
adult humor.
adult
Yeah, we talked about
humor.
Yeah.
Yes.
boat stuff.
I'm on a
Oops.
boat wearing flippy floppies.
So Max, in addition to your honeymoon, you're living on your lonesome right now, or not on your lonesome. You're living with that lady.
He got
Learn what that
married,
lady
and
just got
then-
married to.
He got married, and then now they bought separate apartments.
Yep. Well, you ever seen the Dick
That
Van
would be
Dyke Show?
dope.
Yeah.
Or like Lucy.
Yeah, we just have 2 separate beds.
Yeah.
There you go.
That works. There you go. Save some money.
Whatever you have to tell your parents.
That actually costs more to have 2 separate beds, Logan.
It would. I don't know.
Not
I
if you
don't know.
get
Money works.
not if you get bad beds.
Bad beds, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Bad Beds, the famous punk band.
It's a great sleepy time punk rock.
Oh man, that was good.
But yeah, we're in our own apartment. Actually, the day we're recording this, I got my first noise complaint.
Yeah, I saw you tweet about that. What?
I was
Oh.
cooking up some tacos, and I decided to turn on my Apple TV to play some music while I was eating some tacos. And I went to my artists, and it's alphabetical, so Adele was toward the top. And I was like, you know what? I'll listen to some Adele.
What song? What album?
21. It was right off the bat, Rolling in the Deep.
Hmm.
There's some bass and Rolling in the Deep. My subwoofer starts going. The lady comes upstairs, knocks on the door, and goes, "Would you by chance happen to have surround sound?" And I went, "Yes, I do."
Was she selling you a new stereo?
Because if you don't,
Because if you
I'm
don't,
a representative from Sony.
Yeah. Well, no, she proceeded to go, yeah. When it's on, it feels like the whole roof's caving in. It's not good to have those in such a small space. And I just looked at her and said, "I'll turn it down. I'm sorry."
Should have punched her in the face.
And then I turned it down and she walked away.
Should have punched her in the face
yeah,
and then
quick
played
question,
Rage
dude.
Against the Machine.
Yeah.
I
almost
almost played Kanye, but then I saw Adele. I was like, I'll listen to
shit.
Adele. I'll cook some tacos to Adele. This seems
There's
like they fit.
nothing rebellious
As long as you're
about
not-
playing Kanye.
Dude, all I can think of now, whenever for like the past like 2 weeks, whenever I hear anybody mention Kanye, is a stupid Xbox One X.
Of course, Jesus Walks.
No, because the stupid no one console should have all that power. Or Xbox One X. Their
Do they have a
marketing
commercial?
sucks. Yeah, they do.
Oh, that's pretty funny. I haven't
And
seen
they
that
just play
commercial.
power.
All the
It's
time?
just
Is it power or is it? Oh, it is
Yeah, oh,
power. I'm a
it's
fucking
power.
no, Jesus
Power
Walks
is
is like
my-
for a new
Damn,
movie
you're
that's
right.
coming out or something like that.
Power is
You're
my
right.
pump up music. If
Power
I
is
worked
good.
out, that's what I would listen to before getting hit in the gym.
Power's
Not
good,
Black
but,
Skinhead?
I'm really tired of hearing it, and I'm actually really tired of that marketing campaign. All the power in this box. Purchase it now. I'm like, shut up, Microsoft. Go away. If I buy this, it's not because of this marketing. This marketing was bad.
No, the reason you'd buy it is because you just bought a TV.
Yeah.
And not because there's any support for it.
So expensive. I should just buy a one.
Hey, Max, real quick. Did you open all your gifts from your wedding?
I did, and I think I know which one was yours.
Which one was mine?
The Stranger Things box set.
Who told you?
No one told me, but I'll tell you what. Your guys' gift to me was a Visa from Target,
Yes.
and Stranger Things was the only thing without and you said no one will know what my gift is because I just tucked it in there.
He just dropped it in another bag.
Yep. So I love it. It's really cool.
I was hoping the ding let it wrong. He's like, "Hey, did you find any, strange, weird items in your bag?"
Maybe some strange things. Yeah.
This actually brings up something I need to talk about for just a quick
Hold
moment.
on. I haven't finished it yet. So.
Okay, where are you at?
Wait, what? You were
What?
talking about something else?
I want to talk about Stranger
He
Things
wants to talk about season just
because
2 or this show as a whole.
it's bad. Season 2 is bad.
Abby and I just finished episode 7. It's
That is bad. That is very bad.
Wait, hold on. Are you in season 2? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Logan's been wrong all week, or all last 2 weeks. I think he's completely wrong.
I think it's different.
I think he's a socialist.
It's more
It sucks, dude. And I can lay out why it sucks, and it
it's
doesn't
Go
even
ahead.
horror
Go ahead.
related. I just I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't even think it's horror related.
No, I think it is more horror related.
Really?
I think it leans more into the horror. At least the Will stuff does.
My thing with it and this isn't even really spoilers, Max, because
All I'm saying is just we
It's
only
not
have
even-
2 episodes left, so
Yeah, no.
well, it's not even really. It's not spoilers about the ending, but the reason I didn't like it, what was strong about the first season, was the characters being all together and stuff like that. And they split them up way too much throughout the course of the season. And then you've got 11 doing her own thing, and it's like this is not enjoyable. Her entire arc over the course of this season sucks.
I will say I don't
agree with that.
I don't like the last 2 episodes with 11. I like it better when she's with Hopper.
But even
I agree. I
then,
like it when
was
she's
just
up.
them yelling at each other in a house for 4 episodes. Like the first 4 or 5 episodes are so slow. Nothing happens. Nothing happens in those episodes. It's just like, hey guys, I'm having weird vision things. Let's play Dig Dug though. That's the first 3 episodes. Nothing really vital happens.
But they're growing
There's-
up and
there's
discovering.
There's the beginning of the story of why they split up and then why they connect back, at
I
the
guess,
end.
but there's just so many disconnected things to I did not like.
Here's what I'll say about the 11th thing. I had to endure season 3 of Twin Peaks this summer where I didn't see a character meet up with any of the other main characters for about 16 episodes. The series is only 17 episodes.
Here's the thing. I don't care about any of that backstory with
Sure.
how she was made in that lab and how there's other people like her. I don't care. I really do not. And if that's like the direction this show's going, then that's fine. I don't have to like that part of it. The ending also sucks because it's just kind of like it's not really spoiling anything, Max. It's the they tie everything up obviously with the and happily ever after, and then the last shot is like, or is it? But like the or is it moment isn't like telling of anything. It's more just like,
dude, they're definitely gonna have a third season. It's one of their
but there
big
was
shows.
But there was no setup for it either. Like at least at the end of the first season, it was like, hey, this kid just vomited up a slug and is having weird visions and things like that. This season ends and it's just like there's still evil stuff, and it's like that's not a setup. That's just,
I mean, to me, it's just like they're always still plotting. That whatever the thing is still plotting.
I guess I don't know.
I just gotta wait.
Like
You stopped it.
They gotta keep that show going anyway. They just lost House of Cards, so
fuck
yeah,
man.
they did.
God
Even
damn.
though, I mean, this is obviously not the hottest takeaway to have from that whole Kevin Spacey ordeal, which has been really gross to see play out. But House of Cards has been pretty bad for the last 2 seasons, I think.
I will not disagree with you on that.
I don't disagree. I especially think this last season, the way it ended, I was not a fan of at all.
Yeah. So if that show's getting canned, then
but the biggest
fine.
The House of Cards part of that whole equation, I'm bummed just because the people on that team don't get to tell the story they originally. Is he asleep?
Yeah, I think Michael's asleep on this podcast.
I'm not.
I love this imagery of just like Hello Kitty and that little moon.
I did close my eyes for a little bit. I didn't watch Stranger Things, so I'm just trying to block out anything.
Now I know what to give you for your wedding gift.
Wedding gift. I'm bummed that the team doesn't get to tell the story, whatever story they wanted to tell. Now they basically have to write Frank out without Frank actually.
I think it sounds like it's over though. Like,
I also saw an article. They're like, we might have a Doug spinoff show, and I was like, I don't want a Doug.
No,
show, please, no, God.
Doug's a creep.
Nobody wants that.
Doug is my favorite character in that show.
Doug of Cards.
He's an interesting character, but I don't think he deserves it.
It's not like
the Doug spinoff show is just the Doug. It's with Doug Stamper.
I think their influence potentially could be something like Better Call Saul, where it's like, oh, look at this really cool side, like this secondary character in the show. He should get his own show. No, Doug could not have a story.
I'd rather be fucking what's his name? He was on the Luke Cage show for a bit. Oh my god.
The business guy. Remy.
I would rather have a Remy show.
Remy would be actually a really good show.
Remy and the girl. Remy and the other lady.
I'm gonna say none of those shows would be good though, because that show was only as good as it was because of the performance of Kevin Spacey. Like it or not, it's like,
especially in season 1,
half of why that show is as good as it is. I agree that there's some great side characters, but you'll notice as you watch that show, they shuffle side characters in and out every season. Like every season, there's like 2 or 3 main side characters who kind of stick around. Doug would be one of them. Claire is another. But other than that, like the main cast of characters really turns over pretty quickly.
Kate Mara, Nev Campbell, Remy, these characters come and go.
Journalists, there's been like 3 or 4 different journalists who have been on the case
except for the one journalist that's still there.
Yeah, I forget his name, but
I forgot his name, but he's always there.
Michael's
you're muted.
Is off.
Mike. You know what? Let's get Mike back in the conversation, because I have discovered something inside myself.
I did not want to. Yeah, sorry.
No, stop it! Don't do it.
Sorry about the Stranger.
Put it away, Mario. Bury it back deep down inside.
I just can't. Oh no! He needs to be here for this.
He'll come back. Don't worry.
Don't worry, guys. Man, this has been a great episode. I'm glad I'm back. Bye.
Now Max is the one who's gonna have to go to sleep on this podcast.
That's right.
You can't tell if I'm asleep or not because there's no video of me.
Just that picture of you and a PS4.
Hey Mike, how are you doing? You doing good?
I still can't believe that's my photo. I should change my Google profile picture.
He's got to change his mic.
All right. Yeah.
There we go.
We're good.
And we get a strike.
Yeah,
Stop that.
the Jimi Hendrix estate's really mad at us right now.
So I was shacking up with these two lovely boys.
You were trapped with them.
for several days, and they've done nothing but talk about wrestling and
Dude,
play
I talked
wrestling
to
video
okay.
games.
Wait, hold on. I talked to Logan's dad. I think for an hour and a half about wrestling.
And I was just standing there.
They were upstairs, and I was still talking to Logan's dad about wrestling.
And I'm like, Finn Balor, fucking style. What the fuck are the demon? I don't know what any of this shit was. And then we played like couple battle royales. And it was awesome.
Yeah, we played first off, Max, we played a couple battle royales in WWE 2K18, and the contestants in the battle royale included Darth Maul, Captain Jack Sparrow. Who else was in there?
Aiden English.
I don't know. There was a bunch.
Punk.
Yeah,
Kurt
there
Angle.
was a bunch of really bad like people who aren't wrestlers
Edge.
in this game.
Edge was there.
User created characters.
Yeah, we downloaded a bunch of characters off of
Kenny Omega, I think, was
the
there.
internet
Yeah,
and used them. CM Punk was there. Yeah, it was fun.
it was fun. And then after I left them, it was that Sunday, right?
Yeah, so we got back on Saturday, and the following Sunday there was a pay-per-view.
And then I'm just with Emily, and I'm just like, you know what? There's a pay-per-view or something. It's called TLC. Like not like the band, but the tables, ladders, and
And
chairs.
you picked such a good one to go on, especially with
did.
that first match, dude. That
Yeah.
first match is like the best match of the year so far, as far as
The Usos versus New Day?
yeah,
Or
Yeah.
was it that?
yeah. It was Usos versus New Day. That was the
That's
first
right,
match.
Yeah.
That match was
Yeah.
so good.
And then me and Emily, we got through almost majority of the show, and then we watched the ending. And then I introduced basically Emily to Braun Strowman, and she's in love because she thinks that character's fucking great.
Because he just
And-
kills everyone.
Yeah, he's just a monster, and he gets thrown in the garbage. It was fucking hilarious.
And then he
And then
came
I'm like-
out of the garbage 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later, so goddamn good.
Max,
Max,
wrestling's
I kid
really
you not.
good. Wrestling is
It
very
was
good.
so
Max.
great.
To catch
Imagine
you
the
up
character maybe killed by a garbage truck
to catch
and
you up
brought
on
back
that.
to life.
Yeah, they chucked this dude in a garbage truck, closed, set it on the crusher setting, and supposedly crushed this man in the garbage. 2 weeks
killed
later,
him.
he showed back up on Raw. A garbage truck backed out into the
Mrs.
backstage
Limousine.
area, and it popped open, and he just climbed out of the garbage.
He climbed out like this. I don't know if you can see, but I'm just out of the garbage. And it was so fucking funny. So I just got to say, I think I reinvigorated my love for wrestling, guys. I've been watching all of the content on the WWE Network. Hopefully we're sponsored one day.
That would be cool.
I've been trying to get that this entire time.
So I've been watching a lot of Countdown
guys.
25, or W Countdown. A lot of other shit.
Yo, dude, you should watch. What is it called? The one is it Breaking Ground?
Oh,
The
Yeah, I
one where
think
they talk
Breaking
about
Ground.
the NXT guys
yes.
who are now actually there because they had one with Tyler Breeze and one with Baron Corbin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
think there's
I'm
one with
loving the lineage of
Carmella.
people going from NXT to then becoming the next
Yeah.
wave of
It's really
wrestlers.
cool. And then
Yeah.
also the table. I think it's Table for Three. Or
Yes, Table for Three.
and you should watch the Steve Austin podcast.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's so good. He'll bring on he had Vince McMahon, I think was the second episode. And
That's awesome.
he just straight up kind of just says stuff and you're like, oh, he's kind of going there with what he's saying. And it's really cool if you're into that. But
So you're into it, and your girlfriend's now into it too, Mario?
She's probably more into it than I am.
That's good.
Once
That's a
she
good
saw
sign.
Jericho and Paul Bear, she fucking fell in love.
now let's talk about Jericho for a second. Jericho
Okay.
is going to be do you have New
Hey,
Japan
Max, are you trying
wrestling?
to hang yourself yet?
No, is that part of the WWE or no?
No, it's
I have
not.
no
Now,
idea.
what you need to do is go on. And now
No,
there's a translator. All right, you have to press the English button, and then
Okay.
go to newjapanworld.com and get a
Is
subscription
this
to
where
that.
AJ Lee's from? AJ Styles is from?
AJ Styles, Finn
Yeah.
Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, The Club. There's probably more,
There's a
but
bunch of
Jericho's going to be at what is basically New Japan's WrestleMania, going against Kenny Omega,
Okay.
and
Who's,
it's
their
going to be
big star now.
amazing. He's
Nice.
legitimately considered the best wrestler right now, the best singles wrestler right now. Him and
Okay.
Kazuchika Okada were both
Him and AJ.
there.
AJ.
I think AJ's definitely
AJ's probably
like top
dude.
3.
Yeah.
He's definitely top 3 wrestlers in the world right
AJ
now.
makes anybody he
So-
wrestles look amazing.
Yeah,
I know, it's ridiculous.
that
So-
white boy can jump.
So
He's so good.
so when is this event that I'm supposed to watch?
January.
Royal
We'll
Rumble.
have
We'll have you start. The reason the Royal Rumble's best is because a lot of storylines kind of start over around then too. Because that's always the hard thing. It's kind of like with comic books. It's like, oh, I want to watch this thing, but when do I jump in? There's like 1,000 storylines that this show is in the middle of right now, and I don't understand a lot of them. A lot of them reset at the Royal Rumble, and the ones that are still lingering really reset come WrestleMania for the most part.
I will say I like coming from TLC and I immediately watch Raw, and then they had the whole like Under Siege thing where I was like, oh, okay, I get a little bit of Raw and then I get a little bit of SmackDown, and then
that was kind of a good starting point for you two, because now they're both converging towards Survivor Series here.
I just don't like the storyline they have with the Survivor Series stuff personally.
What, making Kurt Angle look like an absolute idiot?
It's kind of hokey.
It's
dumb, but
it's like way too hokey. But yeah, whatever. And then my new thing now is when my friends will be playing like some board game, and one of my friend's girlfriends kind of just sometimes she's just sitting around, sometimes she'll watch TV or whatever. So now what I do is just pull up New Japan stuff, and then we watch New Japan wrestling. Good Mario.
Here's
Huh?
Here's the thing though. You're trying to convince him to watch New Japan. What you need to do is watch NXT first.
You do need to watch NXT.
I just started.
Yeah.
I try to watch a little bit of it.
In WWE as a brand, from the minor leagues to the major leagues.
You should also
branching out.
So the way
you
that it
should
breaks
watch
down is
also the
Monday,
Cruiserweight
Tuesday,
Classic
Raw,
stuff too.
and SmackDown. Wednesday is that 205. What the fuck is 205?
Don't worry about it.
205 is on 205 is on Tuesdays after SmackDown on the WWE network.
That's the cruiserweight. That's 205 Live is only cruiserweight.
Yeah.
So 205 pound
then-
wrestlers and less.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then Wednesdays is NXT. Those are taped.
Okay.
Most
I know
of
Nikki
them-
Cross.
Most NXTs are only an hour, and most of them it's usually like you kind of don't even need to watch most of them. It's just I mean they're good matches, don't get me wrong, but most of they don't further the plot too drastically.
Do they have a storyline or anything?
Yeah, they do,
Yeah.
but it's NXT is more for the wrestling, I would say, than the
Okay.
storylines.
I would agree. The thing is that I feel like NXT has kind of taken a dip just because all the like really good talent ended up moving up. Like Shinsuke, Bobby Roode was like the last one.
Bobby Roode,
And then-
Asuka.
but, I mean, now
Shinsuke.
they do got Adam Cole now. Adam Cole's awesome, and Drew McIntyre's down there, and I
Max,
think,
are you around?
dude, what's
I'm
his
here.
Live, Max.
the one
I'm
English
alive.
dude? I think the one English dude moved to 205 Live. I think his name is Tyler Bates. I think he was
Like
on
the composer?
yesterday. I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know what his name is. Anyway,
so Mario likes wrestling. This is good. Now we can do wrestling things with this brand
Yes.
if we ever have
yes,
time.
we can. Dude, we should just have a wrestling podcast.
Also, Max, I did also rebuy Kingdom Hearts 2.8
Why?
Rebuy?
because I traded in a couple months ago, and I was like, you know what? I have 1.5. I have 2.5.
Why?
I need 2.8.
He needs to complete the collection. He knows.
I have everything now.
That's
I have
stupid.
everything.
One day,
sounds like a really bad choice.
I can go through all of them again.
They're in the back of a cabinet door in my apartment.
you know,
right now.
I
Yeah,
did
they're
buy the
back
Kingdom
there.
Hearts whatever thing,
Yeah.
and I played. I don't know what the names are, dude. They're so.
It's so
It'd be
easy.
1.5, 2.5 HD.
Plus 2.5 HD remix master collection ultra blast
Chi.
cross.
Yeah, no one cares. The game sucks. It's a bad game. The Kingdom Hearts is a bad game.
Yep.
I'm gonna put it
Well,
out
I'll
there.
tell you what. Donald and Goofy were on our cruise. It was great.
Was there a Keyblade on your cruise?
Donald's my favorite Disney.
Not that I saw. Donald ran around saying he would cast magic spells to cure me, but he didn't. And Goofy
Really?
just kept saying his usual yuck.
Gosh.
Gosh.
Sora, no.
Gosh, Max, why'd you beat your wife?
I don't have a wife anymore. I'm a single dad.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a mermaid, Goofy. Knock it off, you idiot.
I don't talk to humans. That's not what your stupid movie said, you idiot.
So you're liking living. How do you like living in an apartment so far, Max? Is there positives and negatives, or is it all positives, or how's that whole experience gone? Because Michael and I are about to do that, and we can talk about that here in a second. But how do you like it so far?
I'm digging it pretty much. It's nice to. So before, pretty much all this year, and really when I lived at home too, I crammed everything into my room. So it was not only my bedroom, but my entertainment center, my office. And so now everything kind of has a designated space that's not all crammed into on one desk. So that's kind of nice.
So you actually have more room now, which is...
Yeah, my stuff's been able to spread out, and so is Abby's stuff. And now it's our stuff spread out together. And we're still unpacking stuff, like finding spots for all these tiny little things. Actually, when we came home after the cruise, we were picked up and came back to our apartment. And apparently, while we were gone, Abby's cousins, who were her bridesmaids, packed up her room, which was not entirely necessary because we didn't need her entire room. But they also found her childhood Barbie collection, which is like a chest full of Barbies. And they decided to bring over all of said Barbies.
Oh, nice.
And they scattered them in different poses throughout the home.
That's not terrifying.
There was a 3-foot tall Barbie sitting on our toilet, like staring at the door. There were Barbies in our freezers, in our laundry room.
How did they fit a 3-foot Barbie in a case?
It wasn't in a case.
You said there was like a case of Barbies.
That one was under her bed. That's fair. The 3-foot tall one was under her bed.
Why
not
would
in
you
the
want
chest.
a human-esque thing in the bottom of your bed?
Hey, that angel Christmas Barbie was big that year, apparently.
I know my sister had it. I know exactly which one. It has a pink dress, right?
Does it have a pink dress, Abby?
No, it's white and gold.
It's white
Whatever,
and gold.
Jeez.
You know what? Can
it's her
Abby hear
first
me right
audio
now?
version. She's first time she's been on the podcast.
No, she can't hear you.
She can't. Tell her the Little Mermaid sucks for me, please.
Michael says these are not my words. He says the Little Mermaid sucks.
He has no taste.
Oh, I'm gonna tell Amber that because Amber is my taste, and then she's gonna get mad. Amber's listening. I'll get a text in a little bit.
Oh, she? That's fucking awesome.
She usually listens.
So you like the apartment thing though? Because I
was cooking tacos in my own cast iron skillet. It was pretty delicious.
I gotta
Never mind. I was gonna say a bad thing, and then I refrained.
Well, I thank you for refraining.
How is the crush of debt and bills looming over your head going? Is that fun? Because I'm not looking forward to that part.
So far, it's not all that terrible because her income and my income is more than enough to pay for the rent and the utilities and other things we need like groceries and insurance and things like that. And then I also have the gigs from recently, like Cuphead and Horizon's Frozen Wilds. So that's work that came in, and we got a lot of money for the wedding. Granted, we used that money for the wedding to buy the stuff we still needed for the apartment, like a vacuum and other home goods and stuff like that. So so far it's fine. We paid rent already. I think next week is when we pay all our other bills like internet and utilities and water. So, but that stuff really isn't going to be that much if we did all our math right, which I think I did. We did our research and stuff.
Too much. I don't think from what I've looked at as well. So yeah, I'm moving out too. So I got home today. I don't hear about your whole thing too, Michael. I'll ask you about this in a second. But I got home today. I've been looking to move out with Grant, who's my friend who's appeared on Millennial Gaming Speak a couple times. He's been like one of my childhood friends, and he went off to college and he's come back to town now, and he's got a job in town in Indianapolis or near Indy now. So we've been looking for an apartment down there, and we found this place we liked, and it was a good deal, and it seemed like a good price. It's a loft, so it's 2 stories, which is kind of cool.
Fucking A.
It's not, the upstairs is pretty small though. It's pretty much just
of course it is.
and
course
then
it is.
the bedrooms are like pretty tiny. That's the only drawback I have with the place. Like the living room area is actually pretty big, and so is the kitchen area, but the bedrooms are pretty tiny. Like it'll be my bed in there, and that'll be about it. But yeah, so we're looking at a place, and we put a deposit down on it earlier, and we're moving there soon.
Oh, so it's set in stone.
Yeah, we're doing that. I'm
When do you
taking
When do
this
you move
job.
out?
So we're trying to figure that out right now. I
When
have
you put a
to fill out
deposit down, you didn't pick a move-in date?
So we actually haven't put the deposit down yet. Technically, we'll do that tomorrow morning though, because we didn't like have a check on hand when we went and saw the place and saw the person and talked to the person who was showing it to us. And obviously, she doesn't have a slot in her wrist to take credit cards or whatever. So we'll
They
have
prefer
to.
checks.
It's all about that quick pay.
Well,
And also,
once we apply, we can. She can put us into their system, and we can pay online tomorrow. So she's got the place on hold for us at this point.
Okay.
But we've, in theory, have paid our deposit, and we've just got to get verified now, and they got to check to see how much we make and all that stuff. Make sure we're not poor dudes trying to move into this place or whatever. So we'll be fine. They just got to go through that whole verification process. I'd say by next week we'll be approved, and then we can start moving in. So it's going really quick. It is like 3 blocks away from school for me though, so that's kind of cool.
it's downtown.
I can walk to school for the
How far from the
remaining
Children's Museum are you?
4 weeks that I'm there. How far from the Children's Museum? That's the other side of town, but still, like it's Indianapolis, so
Yeah,
not
It's not that big.
very far. Yeah, it's
know.
not too far away. I couldn't walk there, but we could probably 5 or 10 minute car ride.
Uber.
Yeah, I could take Uber everywhere now. That's actually kind of nice. Not that
There
I
you
would,
go.
but
It's $2. It's gonna be great.
My cousin used to live downtown.
yeah. So we're going to be downtown. I'm taking a job at this place I've worked at for a while because I'm going to get nice money from there, and it'll allow me to move out, which is what I'm wanting to do more than anything else right now. Like I just want to get out and get set up somewhere. That job is not what I want to be doing 5, 10, 20 years from now or whatever. So I'm not planning on staying there for the rest of my life or anything like that. But it's a good opportunity that's kind of fallen into my lap, and it'll allow me to get set up. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to move out, and it's happening soon. So I'm going to be like very busy over the next few weeks between school and other assorted video game garbage that should probably be on the
Dual
back burner.
Shockers projects. You've got school.
Yeah.
You've graduating. That kind of stuff. Moving out.
Yeah. I've got a bunch of stuff going on over the next few weeks, so it's going to be a lot happening, and I'm going to have to pack up all this garbage. So, but that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out what I can take with me and what I can't, because while we've already, like, I bought the TV and stuff with the foresight that would be like our living room TV and stuff like that. So I'm going to have that set up.
Oh, you're
all
sharing the
downstairs.
TV? Yeah.
Grant will have his own monitor and all that kind of stuff hooked up upstairs for himself. So the TV will be like mine. Like that'll be my space to play or whatever. And he plays like League of Legends or whatever more than he plays anything else anyway. So he's not going to be playing that on a TV. But yeah, it's mainly just like things like I'm trying to figure out like how and where I'll do the podcasting stuff from now on. I'll need to find a space for that.
May I recommend the corner of a bedroom, because it seems to be working out okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like I said, that bedroom is just pretty tiny. So
How big
I'm
is
gonna
the
have
closet?
the closet's even tinier.
Okay. All right.
I'll probably have to squeeze my bed into like a corner of a room and then put my dresser in there, and then I'll probably have to squeeze some desk into like the corner and just be like, we'll make it work. Yeah, this is how this is happening now. So but there's like a balcony in my room too that like I can walk out on and look down upon and see the living room below me. It's kind of weird, but kind of cool. But
Ah, cool. So you'll live there when I come up for Michael's wedding. So that's where
Yeah. So we'll have to. I'll probably, whenever people just come over, I'll probably just give them my bedroom to sleep in, and I'll be like, I'll take the couch because.
You'll want to get out of your bedroom. You're like, I don't want to sleep here anymore.
Well, not only that, I don't have like a guest room because I've already told a couple other friends that I'm moving out, and they're like, "Cool, I can crash there when I come over." I'm like, I got no place to put you unless you like a couch. So especially if like 2 or more people come over, I'll have to be like, "Here, take my bed, and I will sleep on the couch. Goodbye." So that'll probably be what we're doing. But yeah, I gotta start planning for all that crap now. A lot of stuff to pay for. Michael, you're moving out. Where are you going? What is your place like? Is it cool?
Chi-town, West Side.
It's actually the very opposite of Logan's situation, and it's very spacious. So I'm really excited.
My place, okay, the downstairs is very spacious. The room is the only thing that isn't. That is like the only thing.
Yeah. So I'm going to be living by Six Flags Great America in Illinois.
Living the dream.
So yeah, I'll be going there more often. Not really, no, I won't be going there more often. But we got a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. So the second bedroom was my idea, kind of, but Amber was fine with it, and that's going to be basically where we put all my video games and podcasting stuff.
Okay, podcasting stuff. I was like, you're gonna make an office like I did?
Yeah, I am making my bedroom. Well, not my bedroom. I am making a bedroom. The guest bedroom is basically where I'm going to be doing podcasting and video gaming.
The rap music.
I don't know.
I was playing
Wasn't me.
All Falls Down by Kanye because
Listen, just because you're
he
fucking
owns
no
it,
camera doesn't mean
he
you should
opens
tank
it
that
up
shit.
because he opens it up with he's like Chi-town West Side. Set this part. I don't know. It's a Chicago thing.
Max, you're such a dork because you're finally listening to that album and now you're obsessed with it.
Gurney is not.
I don't know where it is.
not
And then it says
Chicago.
South Side. South Side. You're from Chicago. It works.
I'm basically from Wisconsin,
He's
dude.
from Wakanda.
From
Yeah, I'm from-
Wakanda.
Yeah,
That comes out
Yeah,
in
I'm from-
February.
yeah.
Yes,
I
it
am
does.
neighbors with T'Challa, or however you say his name.
T'Challa. And Eddie Murphy's character in Coming to
T'Challa.
America.
Oh, he can marry Aurora Monroe
Yeah.
soon.
There you go.
Disney
Yeah.
buys Fox. That'll be cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
But yeah,
please.
so we have a 2-bedroom place, and I'm excited. We're moving in next month on the 29th.
After Christmas?
Yep, right after Christmas.
That'll be
Right
fun.
before New Year's. That's gonna
Yeah,
be
because
fun.
that's when Amber's lease goes up, I think in January technically. So I think there's a month where she's technically going to be paid. Where like we'll be paying a rent there, and then she's paying her rent for one of her places for like a month.
How much is your place going to be, out of curiosity?
It's around 1350.
Mine's
Sounds-
1375. Yeah.
Yeah, something around there.
Ours is 1047.
That
Yeah.
sounds about
But
right.
is yours 1 bedroom? Max?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're all in the right ballpark.
Yeah. But yeah,
budgets? It's rent.
yeah, with Amber and I's income, we're perfectly fine.
And now we cannot go to PSX. This is
No.
our formal announcement.
That is us saying we cannot go to PSX at all. I want to really go to PAX East, like really, really bad.
I'll probably make that happen.
And
I'll probably do that.
And even Amber really wants to go to PAX East because she just wants to go to Boston. And I
That's
want to
where
go
a lot of bank robberies happen.
that's where Cheers is, and I'm going to Cheers. So
Max, were you making a Ben Affleck reference?
I was.
but yeah. So yeah. I mean, I think
Town reference.
It was a
Oh my
town
God.
reference.
Town is an okay movie, I guess.
It's okay. That's the best way to describe it. It's okay.
It's fine.
It's on the low
Not
end
as good
of
as Gone
okay.
Baby Gone.
Oh,
It's on the
God.
low end of okay.
Gone Baby Gone. is something.
I just had a bad feeling in my stomach because Justice League's out next week. Anyway, let's continue.
It's-
Next week?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, but anyway, in preparation for moving out, I bought a 4K TV and
That's
And
the prerequisite. That's the prerequisite to move.
like-
I missed that memo.
So this is the thing.
Oh,
Is
shit.
I've been wanting a new TV since I think I dated Amber.
Dude,
Since I started dating Amber, like that year, she remembers it. I've been wanting to get a TV for that long, and every year I go Black Friday. There's only been 2 times where I went on Black Friday to get a TV, and then the TV I wanted got sold out. So I was like, okay. But yeah, so this year I was just like, fuck Black Friday. I'm just gonna go buy a TV, and then I bought a TV that was on sale, and it's pretty sick, dude. I'm really
That's
like,
it's a good TV, dude. Like I just have the bigger.
yeah, you have the bigger and better version
I
of
have
it.
the bigger version of it. It's about the same though.
It's like the lighting is different, like how
Yeah,
it lights.
that's just about it. Yeah.
Because I was looking at yours. I'm like, it does look really nice. but yeah,
It's
like
real
it's a
big.
super nice TV. Yeah,
I
I mean,
I got the 65 when I didn't.
you
need
have
to.
65, right? Yeah, I got
I did
55.
not need to get a 65, but I was like,
I
I will
mean,
not purchase another television for like 5 or 6, 7 years. So screw it. Let's just do it.
Theoretically,
Yeah,
hopefully nothing happens.
unless it those shatters when I move or something like that, which is like my
Yeah,
main thing,
exactly.
definitely. Did I get the insurance for it?
Yeah,
No, I did not.
because
Because they said it didn't cover physical damage.
Oh, then why even bother?
Yeah, so I was like, no, and it was like an extra $350. I was like, I will pass.
No,
Thank-
Oh,
not for software bullshit.
Yeah, no thanks. So yeah, but the TV is cool. Yeah, dude, I'm excited to move out, but it's like equal parts stressful and exciting because it's like, yay, I can finally get out of my parents' house, and it's like, oh God, I need more money. I need more money real quick.
yeah.
So, which I know will be
No.
coming with this new / current job upgrade.
Well.
I guess I'll be getting, but
Yeah.
still, it's
I mean-
stressful. It's like, oh, I gotta purchase food now. That's a thing. Okay. So
Grocery shopping for the first time was very weird.
I don't know. It's the wedding, so
yeah,
You guys are
adult,
gonna have some weird spices in your spice rack.
yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
gotta get Tony Shishiri's.
No,
Now,
should I? Is that a wrestler? Sounds
How
like
much?
it.
How do you like spicy?
I mean, sure.
Like
I'm a
spicy, like
fan.
hot spicy.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
You need to find. I don't know if they're in every grocery store, but you need to find
Or not.
a brand called Tony Shishiri's. I look it up. I am dead serious.
Again,
Ever since I started living where I'm at right now, I put it literally on every single thing I eat.
That's kind of weird.
How do you spell the shishiri?
Put
Tony what?
CH. I think it's CHA.
Got it.
Oh man. Okay.
I'm
Google.
still not sure if this is
Oh,
the new
this guy.
Japan-
Oh yeah, I've had
Japan
this stuff
wrestling
before.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Creole seasoning.
Yeah, it's so good, dude.
It's delicious.
Legitimately
I put
put
it
it
on-
on everything.
I put it on corn, like corn
yeah,
on the cob.
yeah, it's amazing on corn. It's
Okay.
amazing on. I one time got a piece of white bread and put Tony Shishiri's on it, not toasted or anything. Just put basically hot salt on it, and it was so good.
God damn.
It is
yeah.
pretty
That-
delicious.
That is poor.
Yeah, that's
I like it.
that's yeah, that's
I like it.
that's really some hobo stuff right there. dude.
I found some spices, threw that shit on a piece of bread, and I was done.
Yeah, it's good.
No butter or anything, just the
No.
spice.
Just
Literally untoasted white bread, and then
half the spices just fell off because there was nothing to stick on the bread. But
well, no, you
still-
hold it. You hold it kind of like a taco. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's good stuff.
You're a mess.
No, I am going to be in a renter soon, so I'm kind of the opposite.
Makes
of
you
this.
an adult boy.
I'm an adult. I'm getting married.
Are
I'm
you?
engaged to be married.
I would. Are you looking to move out, Mario? Or are you? What are you trying to do? I know we've
I
talked
am.
about this before.
yeah,
but
no, I am looking to move out, but I mean now because of this fucking computer and the 14 grand.
1400.
I'm saying I'm doing it on purpose.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, there's some minor setbacks, but then like Just gotta confirm with Emily of what we would like to do because I would like to make that decision with her.
Yeah, you
Preferably.
should build a wrestling themed apartment.
That's right. That's right. With the bed is just a fucking wrestling ring. You jump from the top.
Squared, it's a squared circle.
It's just always a Money in the Bank.
Every night you jump off the top turnbuckle and it's power slammer and then go to bed.
Frog splash, frog splash.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's weird for me just because I've talked about it before, but I've like not moved out of my parents' house before, and I'm 23, and that's something I should have. Most normal people do by now, but just because of my situation with college and all that stuff and how that worked out, like I'm moving out later than normal. So I'm excited for it in that regard, but it is just
you got it good though, and I'm glad that you're gonna step out. But you got it good. You know, you paid off all of your college, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't. I have no college debts.
So that's fucking great.
Buddy.
You can.
Yeah, I don't have those hanging over my head. So basically, it will just be normal month-to-month stuff that I will have hanging over my head, and I'm going to try to pay off like this TV and my car off faster than normal, just so I can get those out from under me. And then once those are gone, then I will just it'll just be rent from month to month, and it'll just be as simple as that. So.
Which sounds terrifying, especially with groceries and utilities and internet.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know. Utilities aren't that bad.
WWE.
Yeah, but yeah, it won't be too bad. And I'm splitting it with my friend, and we've both got good jobs. So
that's true. Yeah, we got that.
It'll be fun. I'm excited for it. But the model adult citizens show has come to an end. This is the end of episode 31. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you for sticking with us as we went through our sabbatical thingy or took time off, whatever. I don't know. We've just, as you can see, have been kind of busy with other things lately.
I keep this show together. I'm the glue.
Yeah, you're the glue, Max. You're the glue. We did have some nights where it was like, all right, we're going to record. And then it was like, actually, I'm going to see Thor, or actually, I'm going to go do this. And then I was just like, screw it. Or we eventually, you and me were just like, screw it, Mario. We'll just do it next week. We'll start fresh next week. So
yeah. When Max is back and we all got our schedules all figured out.
AKA the glue.
Yeah, when the glue.
Sure.
So, as always, though, you can find the Model Citizen Show on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. You can also find this and all of our other podcasts over at modelcitizensmedia.com. Beneath the Pixel, behind the Pixel. It will be coming back. Max said he's got a strategy for that one, so look for that. Probably what you're going to do that this month, or are you waiting?
Yeah, sometime this month.
Okay, so that'll come back this month. Michael, you and I are going to talk about Reeling in the Years at some point. That show will be returning at some point
when the next celebrity dies.
In my head, it will come back once I finish college, if that is fine. So that is like second week of December. I just need to get done with school. That is really stressing the crap out of me right now.
I would like for everyone can get all their priorities straight. Max finally got married. You got to finish school. You got to do what you got to do, Michael.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything. I can do podcasts all day.
We'll do a Christmas episode. How about that? We'll do a Christmas music episode.
Ooh, we can do that.
Ooh,
do it.
I want to be on it. I love Christmas music.
We could do a Christmas music episode. I don't know how that would work actually, but that's
how
actually.
What if we all sing a Christmas song and just carol it together and just edit the music?
That show will come back then, of course. Millennial Gaming Speak is always there. That's the only consistent podcast we have.
By the way, new episode went up today.
New episode did go up today, featuring Peter Spezia. So go check that one out. That is Max doing that one because I was off playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, which I'll talk about, I'm sure, on that podcast and on a bunch of other things later. And if you want to see me talk about more of those things, follow me on Twitter. I'm at Moreman12. You can follow Mario. He's on Twitter at that Mario Rivera. Michael's on Twitter. He's at super_ruse. And Max is at Max the White. You can also follow Model Citizens at Model Pods to see when we tweet out links to new shows, when we tweet out links for this show to go live on YouTube, and all that other good stuff. That's it for this week. Again, thank you for listening. We will be back next week with another new show, and maybe we'll be in new locations. Maybe I'll be in a new location by that time. Who knows?
You'll be able to see me for sure.
We'll be able to see you next week. That's true because you've just been a blank screen this episode if you're watching on YouTube. So you'll be back. But until that time, hope you have a fantastic week. See ya.
I fucking love Michael so much.